Hi, I'm Joe Sharp and I help people with a little less than perfect credit get mortgages. Today I'm talking to you about the mortgage application process if you've suffered from some adverse credit in the past. To start with, it may be worth booking a call with a mortgage broker in regards to your adverse credit and your new mortgage. Mortgage brokers have an extensive knowledge of adverse credit and which lenders are most likely to accept an application depending on the kind of adverse credit you have. Now, a mortgage broker is likely to ask for a copy of your credit report very early on if you've had some adverse credit. This allows them to assess the extent and the amount of the adverse credit that you suffered from. Their job is to research with lenders and see which lender would be willing to accept the adverse credit on a mortgage application that you have. It may be worth gathering up your payslips, bank statements, any tax documentation and your ID as well, as this is going to make the mortgage application process smoother for you as applicants. Brokers and lenders are likely to request this upfront, so doing this early on means you have those copies there and ready, waiting for that requirement. The next step that a mortgage broker is likely to take is to submit an agreement in principle. This is an affordability and credit check based on your personal circumstances and the new mortgage as well. The outcome of this is going to be a provisional yes or no as to whether that lender would be willing to consider you as an applicant. If the agreement in principle is passed, then your broker can go ahead and submit your full mortgage application. Once the full mortgage application is submitted, an underwriter is going to review your application in full to help them make a final lending decision. As part of this process, they may ask for any documentation or information that they deem necessary on your application. Alongside the underwriting of your mortgage application, the lender will instruct a mortgage valuation. This is when a surveyor will visit your new property or your current property if you're remortgaging to ensure that the property meets the lender's unique criteria in terms of what is suitable security for them on the mortgage. If the application is successfully underwritten and the mortgage valuation is deemed to be acceptable, then the lender is likely to make you a full mortgage offer. Now, that's an offer of a mortgage for you to fund your new home or your new remortgage. That mortgage offer is then going to go across to your solicitor. Now, for a more in-depth rundown of the legal process of buying a new home or remortgaging, it may be worth reaching out to a solicitor who can give you a little bit more detail on what your case may look like in terms of legal work. Now, that was my full rundown of the mortgage application process if you've suffered from some adverse credit in the past. Again, it may be worth reaching out to a mortgage broker who can review your adverse credit and other circumstances and place your case with the lender most likely to accept your application.